Welcome to had6 channel. In this video, we will look into Titanic. 19 adjectives with similar meanings will be reviewed in example sentences. Let's get started. Number 1. Astronomical, which means of an amount extremely large. Astronomical. For example, the sums he has paid out are astronomical. Number 2. Colossal, which means extremely large or great. Colossal. For example, a colossal amount of mail. Number 3. Whacking, which means very large. Whacking. For example, she poured us 2 whacking drinks. Number 4. Gargantuan, which means enormous. Gargantuan. For example, a gargantuan wedding cake. Number 5. Elephantine, which means of, resembling, or characteristic of an elephant or elephants, especially in being large, clumsy, or awkward. Elephantine. For example, a ring of elephantine boulders. Number 6. Huge, which means enormous. Huge. For example, a huge amount of raw materials come from abroad. Number 7. Mammoth, which means huge. Mammoth. For example, a mammoth task. Number 8. Gigantic, which means of very great size or extent. Gigantic. For example, the college is a gigantic Victorian building. Number 9. Immense, which means extremely large or great, especially in scale or degree. Immense. For example, the cost of restoration has been immense. Number 10. Whopping, which means very large. Whopping. For example, they made a whopping £74 million loss. Number 11. Vast, which means of very great extent or quantity. Vast. For example, a vast plain full of orchards. Number 12. Tremendous, which means very great in amount, scale, or intensity. Tremendous. For example, a tremendous explosion. Number 13. Enormous, which means very large in size, quantity, or extent. Enormous. For example, enormous waves batter the archipelago's western shores. Number 14. Thumping, which means of an impressive size, extent, or amount. Thumping. For example, a thumping majority. Number 15. Giant, which means gigantic. Giant. For example, giant multinational corporations. Number 16. Massive, which means large and heavy or solid. Massive. For example, a massive rampart of stone. Number 17. Monumental, which means great in importance, extent, or size. Monumental. For example, the ballet is one of his most monumental works. Number 18. Mighty, which means very large. Mighty. For example, mighty oak trees. Number 19. Towering, which means extremely tall, especially in comparison with the surroundings. Towering. For example, a towering skyscraper. What do you think of these synonyms? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Moreover, you can follow the channel by hitting the subscription button.